Hello, in today's lesson, we will be learning how the human body moves. Some important key concept words we should know before the lesson starts are the following. Number 1 is the musculoskeletal system. Number 2 is a joint. Number 3 is a cartilage. Number 4 are tendons. Number 5 is voluntary muscle. Number 6 is involuntary muscle. And finally, number 7 is striated muscle. The musculoskeletal system provides support, stability, shape, and movement to the body. A joint is the point at which two or more bones meet. Our cartilage is a soft connective tissue found between joints. Meanwhile, we can also see the ligaments, which is a connective tissue that attaches to the bone at a joint. Then we have tendons, which are connective tissues that attaches muscle to the bone. Then we have voluntary muscles, which are muscles that can be consciously controlled, like we see here, as well as we have involuntary muscles, which are muscles that are controlled by the autonomic nervous system, meaning that they're not consciously controlled. And finally, a striated muscle, which is a muscle tissue that has a stripped appearance due to its fiber composition, like we see here. Like said before, in the musculoskeletal system, the muscular and skeletal systems work together to support and move the body. The bones of the skeletal system serve to protect the body's organs, support the weight of the body, and give the body shape. The muscles of the muscular system attach these bones, pulling on them to allow them for the movement of the body. The human skeleton performs several major functions. It protects internal organs, supports and gives shape to the body, and allows for movement. It is also the site of blood cell reproduction, which occurs in the marrow of some bones. The human skeleton is divided into two parts, the axial skeleton and the appendicular skeleton. The axial skeleton consists of the skull, which protects the brain and supports facial structure, the vertebral column, which is the spine, which surrounds and protects the spinal cord and supports the head, and the thoracic rib cage, which surrounds and protects the organs within the chest, including the heart and the lungs. Moving on to the appendicular skeleton, which consists of the pectoral girdle, which is the shoulders, the upper and lower limbs, which are the arms and legs, and the pelvic girdle, which are the hip bones, like you see right here. It's also important to know that the musculoskeletal system also contains connective structures and tissues that support the body and allow it for its movement. Did you know that cartilage acts as a shock absorber to reduce friction? And ligaments help stabilize the joint, keeping it from moving outside of its intended range of motion. Tendons connect to the skeletal system to the muscular system by attaching muscle to the bone. And when muscle contracts, the tendon acts on the bone, causing movement. Then we have the joints, the point at which two or more bones connect. Can be fixed, slightly movable, or freely movable. Now moving on to muscles, the body contains three types of muscle tissues: skeletal muscle, cardiac muscle, and smooth muscle. The skeletal muscle is voluntary and striated. These are the muscles that attach to the bones and control conscious movement. Now we have the smooth muscle, which is involuntary and non-striated. It is found in the hollow organs of the body, such as the stomach, intestines, and around blood vessels. Cardiac muscle is involuntary and striated. It is found only in the heart and it is specialized to help pump blood throughout the body. Now talking about muscle contractions, when a muscle fiber receives a signal from the nervous system, myosin filaments are stimulated, pulling actin filaments closer together. They shorten sarcomeres within a fiber, causing it to contract. Congrats, you have reached the end of this video. Before you leave, let's just summarize real quick what we learned from today's lesson. The combination of the skeletal system and the muscular system forms the musculoskeletal system, which is what our body uses to move. The bones of the skeletal system serve to protect the body's organs, support the weight of the body, and give shape, while the muscles of the muscular system attach to these bones, pulling them to allow for movement of the body. Hope today's lesson helped you understand more about how our body moves. Thank you so much for watching.